exploring the bloodiest battles of the medieval era. Medieval warfare is defined by its unique blend of strategy, chivalry, and brutality. It encompassed a range of conflicts from small skirmishes to large-scale battles involving thousands of soldiers. Knights in shining armor, fortified castles, and siege engines symbolize this era. The period was marked by feudal obligations and territorial disputes. Over time, battle tactics evolved significantly, reflecting changes in technology, leadership, and social dynamics. Early medieval tactics relied heavily on cavalry charges and fortified positions. As the centuries progressed, infantry formations, longbowmen, and gunpowder began to play a more prominent role, revolutionizing how wars were fought and won. The Battle of Hastings in 1066 was a pivotal moment in English history. William the Conqueror's victory over King Harold II established Norman rule in England. This battle showcased the effectiveness of Norman cavalry against English infantry and archers. The outcome dramatically altered the course of England's political and cultural landscape. The Siege of Antioch. During the First Crusade from 1097 to 1098 was a grueling and complex military campaign. Crusaders faced immense challenges, including starvation and disease. The eventual capture of the city was a significant milestone, demonstrating the determination and resilience of the Crusader forces in their quest for the Holy Land. In 1187, the Battle of Hattin was a decisive confrontation between the Crusader states and the Muslim forces under Saladin. The Crusaders suffered a catastrophic defeat, leading to the loss of Jerusalem. Saladin's strategic use of patience, maneuvering, and resource management highlighted his military genius and reshaped the region's political dynamics. The Siege of Acre, spanning from 1189 to 1191, was a pivotal confrontation during the Third Crusade. Crusader forces, led by Richard the Lionheart and Philip II of France, besieged the strategically vital port city held by Muslim forces. This prolonged and bloody siege ultimately resulted in a crucial Crusader victory. The Battle of Bouvines in 1214 was a decisive clash between the French army, led by King Philip II, and an alliance of English, Flemish, and Holy Roman Empire forces. This battle solidified French dominance in Western Europe and marked a turning point in the power dynamics of medieval Europe. The Battle of Muret in 1213 saw Simon de Montfort leading Crusader forces against the Crown of Aragon and the Count of Toulouse. De Montfort's victory significantly weakened the Cathar resistance in southern France and bolstered the Catholic Church's influence in the region, reshaping the political landscape of medieval France. The Battle of Legnica in 1241 was a critical encounter between the Mongol Empire and European forces. Despite the valiant efforts of the Polish and Moravian defenders, the Mongols emerged victorious. This battle highlighted the Mongol threat to Europe and emphasized the need for greater unity among European states. The Battle of Ain Jalut in 1260 was a landmark victory for the Mamluk Sultanate against the Mongol Empire. This battle, fought in the southeastern Galilee region, marked the first significant defeat of the Mongols and halted their westward expansion, preserving the Islamic world's independence from Mongol domination. The Battle of Benevento in 1266 marked a decisive conflict where Charles of Anjou defeated Manfred of Sicily, effectively ending Hohenstaufen rule in southern Italy. This victory allowed Charles to establish Angevin dominance, altering the geopolitical landscape of the region and paving the way for future conflicts over control of the Italian peninsula. In 1265, the Battle of Evesham saw the forces of Prince Edward decisively defeat the rebel army led by Simon de Montfort. This battle effectively ended the Second Barons' War in England, restoring royal authority and leading to significant political changes that would shape the future of English governance. The Battle of Stirling Bridge in 1297 was a significant Scottish victory during the First War of Scottish Independence. Led by William Wallace and Andrew Moray, the Scots used strategic terrain to overcome a numerically superior English force, boosting Scottish morale and solidifying Wallace's reputation as a national hero. In 1298, the Battle of Falkirk witnessed the English army, under King Edward I, overcoming the Scots, led by William Wallace. Despite their earlier victory at Stirling Bridge, the Scots were unable to match the English in open battle, leading to Wallace's eventual resignation and a temporary decline in Scottish resistance. The Battle of Courtrai in 1302, also known as the Battle of the Golden Spurs, saw Flemish militia forces decisively defeating the French cavalry. This battle demonstrated the effectiveness of infantry against knights and became a symbol of Flemish resistance, inspiring future uprisings and significantly impacting medieval military tactics. The Battle of Bannockburn in 1314 was a significant Scottish victory during the First War of Scottish Independence. Under Robert the Bruce, the Scots utilized terrain and clever tactics to overcome the larger English forces, ensuring Scotland's sovereignty and cementing Bruce's reputation as a formidable military leader. The Siege of Tenochtitlan in 1521 marked the fall of the Aztec Empire to Spanish conquistadors led by Hernán Cortés. Despite fierce resistance, the combination of Spanish weaponry, alliances with indigenous groups, and devastating diseases ultimately led to the city's capture, symbolizing the end of Mesoamerican dominance. The Battle of Morgarten in 1315 was a pivotal victory for the Swiss Confederation against the Habsburgs. The Swiss utilized guerrilla tactics and mountainous terrain to ambush the numerically superior Habsburg forces, securing their independence and demonstrating the effectiveness of unconventional warfare. The Battle of Crécy in 1346 was a landmark English victory during the Hundred Years' War. The use of longbowmen played a crucial role in decimating the French cavalry, highlighting the shift from traditional knightly combat to more modern forms of warfare and establishing England as a formidable military power. The Battle of Poitiers in 1356 saw another significant English triumph during the Hundred Years' War. Edward the Black Prince's strategic use of terrain and archers led to the capture of the French King John II. This victory further weakened French morale and solidified English dominance in the conflict. The Battle of Agincourt, fought in 1415, was a significant clash during the Hundred Years' War between England and France. King Henry IV's forces, though outnumbered, utilized innovative tactics and the deadly longbow to secure a decisive victory. This triumph cemented English dominance and showcased the importance of strategic ingenuity in warfare. The Siege of Orleans, spanning from 1428 to 1429, marked a turning point in the Hundred Years' War. Joan of Arc's inspirational leadership galvanized the French troops, leading to the lifting of the siege. This victory revived French morale and shifted the momentum, ultimately contributing to the expulsion of English forces from France. The Battle of Varna in 1444 was a crucial confrontation between the crusading armies of Eastern Europe and the Ottoman Empire. Despite their valiant efforts, the Christian forces suffered a devastating defeat. This loss solidified Ottoman control in the region, underscoring the formidable military prowess of the Ottoman Empire during this era. The Siege of Constantinople in 1453 was a momentous event that marked the end of the Byzantine Empire. The Ottoman Turks, led by Sultan Mehmed II, employed advanced siege tactics and massive cannons to breach the city's formidable defenses. The fall of Constantinople reshaped the geopolitical landscape, signaling the dawn of the Ottoman Empire's dominance. The Wars of the Roses were a series of dynastic conflicts that ravaged England in the 15th century. Fought between the houses of Lancaster and York, these wars were characterized by brutal battles and shifting allegiances. The struggle for the English throne culminated in the rise of the Tudor dynasty, bringing a new era of stability. The Battle of Towton in 1461 was a decisive clash during the Wars of the Roses, marking a turning point in English history. It was one of the bloodiest battles fought on English soil, leading to the ascendancy of the Yorkist king, Edward IV, and a significant shift in power dynamics. The Battle of Barnet in 1471 was pivotal in solidifying Edward I's reign. Fought during heavy fog, it saw the Yorkists defeat the Lancastrians, leading to the death of Richard Neville, Earl of Warwick. This victory was crucial in maintaining Yorkist control and weakening the Lancastrian opposition. The Battle of Tewkesbury in 1471 was another crucial event in the Wars of the Roses. Edward VI's forces decisively defeated the Lancastrians, leading to the death of Prince Edward of Westminster and the capture of Queen Margaret of Anjou. This battle effectively ended Lancastrian hopes of reclaiming the throne. The Spanish Reconquista was a centuries-long series of campaigns by Christian states to reclaim territory from the Moors. It began in the early 8th century and culminated in 1492 with the fall of Granada. This period saw significant cultural and military developments, reshaping the Iberian Peninsula's history and identity. The Battle of Las Navas de Tolosa in 1212 was a turning point in the Reconquista. Christian forces from Castile, Aragon, and Navarre united to defeat the Almohad Caliphate. This victory broke the Muslim hold on the Iberian Peninsula and paved the way for further Christian advances, altering the region's power structure. The Battle of Aljubarrota in 1385 was a significant clash between Portuguese and Castilian forces. The Portuguese, led by King John Rempt and aided by English archers, achieved a decisive victory. This battle secured Portugal's independence and marked a turning point in the Iberian Peninsula's political landscape. The Battle of Kosovo in 1389 was a pivotal moment for the Balkans, involving the Serbian and Ottoman empires. Despite heavy casualties on both sides, the Ottomans eventually emerged victorious. This battle laid the groundwork for Ottoman expansion into southeastern Europe, profoundly influencing the region's history. The Battle of Nicopolis in 1396 saw a coalition of European crusaders take on the Ottoman Empire. The Ottomans, under Sultan Bayezid Berernt, decisively defeated the Crusaders, demonstrating the rising power of the Ottoman military. This defeat significantly weakened European efforts to curb Ottoman expansion into Eastern Europe. The Hussite Wars were a series of conflicts in the early 15th century, driven by religious and social upheaval in Bohemia. Sparked by the execution of reformer John Hus, these wars pitted Hussite forces against various European crusaders. The Hussites' innovative tactics and fervor challenged traditional medieval military norms. The Battle of Grunwald in 1410 was a monumental clash between the Kingdom of Poland-Lithuania and the Teutonic Knights. The combined forces of King Władysław II Jagiełło and Grand Duke Vytautas secured a decisive victory. This battle significantly weakened the Teutonic Order and shifted the balance of power in Eastern Europe. The Battle of St. Albans in 1455 marked the beginning of the Wars of the Roses, a series of dynastic conflicts between the houses of Lancaster and York. This pivotal battle saw the Yorkists claim their first significant victory, significantly influencing the power struggle for the English throne. The Battle of Bosworth Field in 1485 concluded the Wars of the Roses, ending with the death of King Richard III. This decisive battle resulted in the rise of Henry Tudor as Henry VII, thus establishing the Tudor dynasty and ushering in a new era of English history. The fall of Granada in 1492 signaled the end of the Spanish Reconquista, concluding centuries of Christian campaigns to reclaim the Iberian Peninsula from Muslim rule. This event also marked the unification of Spain under Ferdinand and Isabella, setting the stage for Spain's emergence as a major European power. Common weapons and armaments of medieval warfare included swords, spears, longbows, and crossbows. Knights donned heavy armor and wielded lances in mounted combat, while infantry soldiers used pikes and shields. Siege engines like trebuchets and battering rams played crucial roles in capturing fortified positions. The lasting impact of medieval battles extends beyond their immediate outcomes, shaping the political, cultural, and social landscapes of Europe. These conflicts influenced the development of nation-states, the evolution of military tactics, and the balance of power, leaving an indelible mark on history and collective memory.